because it was just an open conduit, I will admit that it was just an open conduit. But here's the thing. We had an inspector come out from the city prior to this cops coming out 2 weeks ago. And the inspector was like, as long as these wires are in conduit, because it was just one, it was like 2 electrical wires I had running out to the shed. And because of the distance between the shed and the house is kind of so big, they were like, yeah, if you're going to have the wires coming out like this and you're going to drive your vehicle over it, you need to cover these wires. And I was like, that is so stupid because I'm not driving my vehicle over these wires. I am not. My wife's grandma is. Because that lady needs to drive her car to the top of the hill for some reason all the time to park. Because at the top of the hill it gets her closer to the house. Blah blah. Anyways, in this video you'll see my truck, and you'll see that I have my truck parked right before the conduit. That's always where I park my car. That's always where I park the truck. That way, you know, just that way I'd have a spot. Anyways, can't really see it. Now you can. And then that's where the, yeah, you can see the conduit comes out of the ground right there. Goes up into like a little hole in the house that goes, boom, attaches it, goes from there. Now I will say that the conduit was exposed when the cops were here 2 weeks ago. Since then we've dug it up and gotten everything covered and all that good shit now. But the cops said I couldn't have, I could even in the conduit. And I was like, we had an inspector come out here, and the inspector was like, as long as you put that shit in conduit, I don't care. And he was like, I don't even care if it's not underground or not, as long as it's in conduit. And I was just like, okay. And then the cop shows up, and the cop's like, this ain't underground, and you can't have this exposed like this, and blah. And I'm like, all right, since you want to be the biggest bitch in the whole wide world, even though I even said that to her face. I said, all right, you want to be a big bitch, even though I had an inspector come out here the other day and look at this, and they didn't have no problem with it. But okay. And then yeah, it was just, ugh, man. I don't know what goes through cops' minds when it's like, you never met this person before in your fucking life at all before, but let's fuck with them. You never met this person in their life. You never met them in your life. You've maybe seen them once or twice, but the once or twice that you've seen them, it's always just been some small ordeal or small bullshit. I publicly got not publicly intoxicated. I got really drunk in my house one time, and I was being really loud, and my neighbor called on me at my old house that I lived in the same city. And the cops show up, and they're like, we got a noise complaint. And I'm like, okay, it's 8 p.m. at night, and I'm being loud, yes, but what the hell's wrong? They're like, well, the neighbors, we got a call saying that someone's being loud and sounds like they're getting really angry, and they said something about killing someone. And I'm like, yeah, that was probably me, but I'm playing video games, and I'm shooting some motherfucker in this video game, so yeah, and I'm really drunk, and I'm getting loud, sorry. And at my old house, where my game room was in the basement, right beside the garage door. And that probably was a bad idea, because right beside the garage door, you'd be able to hear me yelling really loud. And where I used to live, where I used to live, my next door neighbor was only like 20 feet away. So hearing me, and it was 20 feet away from their front door, how my garage was facing. So yeah, they would step outside and they could hear me yelling, no problem. That's why I was just like, okay, I can't really get too mad at this situation. But it's the same cop who came at that situation, who came the other day, and it was like, and she didn't even say if she remembered me or not. She's just like, she kept a big bitch attitude, and I'm just sitting here keeping my big dick attitude up. Because let's just say, you can't come up to me telling me bullshit, thinking I won't catch you off on that bullshit. And that's basically exactly what happened. This bitch cop trying to call some bullshit, so I say some bullshit back to her to call her on her bullshit. She doesn't want to admit her bullshit, so I just look at her like, I caught you in your bullshit, bitch. What are you gonna do? oh, she's just gonna press me personal questions to see if I get mad. That's exactly what she did. She pressed me personal questions to see if I would get mad about it. Like, asking me about my job, what I do for my life. Why? She even said, why don't you, she's like, why do y'all even live here? Why don't you go find somewhere else to live? And I'm like, this old lady asked us to live with her. She asked us to help her. We said, hey, we're about to get kicked out. We're not about to get kicked out, but hey, our lease is about to end at this place. Do you want us to renew our lease, or do you want us to come live with you and help you? And she was like, please come live with me and help me. And we said, okay, because her dad is also dying. And yeah, not the grandma's dad, my wife's dad, the one who I've been talking about in stream like a week or two ago. Yeah, he's not doing great. So yeah, and the grandma's just being the biggest bitch in the whole wide world and everything. And now she's basically going back on it just because. And so we got I got a muzzle for the dogs, by the way, so that way when this bitch shows back up saying, well, your dogs are still barking, I'm like, you need to go check out the other dogs in this neighborhood, because I'm not the only one who owns dogs in this neighborhood. And the fact that y'all keep coming up and harassing me, I'm about to sue. Like, I really am. Like, this is, I'm getting, y'all are coming at me, always coming at me with trouble, always coming to me saying I'm doing something. This is harassment. I feel like y'all are making me feel like I'm a villain in a neighborhood where I shouldn't. I am feeling very, like, I forget the words to use. My mom was telling me there's, like, these big, making me feel less of a person, making me feel, whatchamacallit, what's the word? I love these comments right here. I'm looking at posts where people are like, can I prove the cop was harassing me? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if you don't have a way to I'm like, you do know everyone has a phone and a camera on it, right? Like, oh my god. I even recorded the cop who was harassing. Like, when I started recording, she stopped fucking harassing me. My mom was sitting there pressing her questions, and then the bitch asking me questions, so I started recording her, and she stopped. And then when I went to go complain to the sergeant about the cop, he's like, well, we can't be firing every cop just because of a little complaint of over harassment or something. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, you can. And if you can't control your cops, y'all don't need to have a police force in this city. Then this city shouldn't be a thing either. Because you can't control your cops, so therefore the people aren't being controlled, and yeah, it's a lawless city. And I think if we had a lawless city, it'd be better, honestly. I mean, no one in this fucking little ass town does hardly anything. The only thing we ever have a problem with is, ooh, someone's house caught on fire. Our town is so, like, we've never heard, like, there's been someone who got shot before, but guess what? It was at the ghettoest gas station in our area. 20 minutes on the other side of town. I'm just gonna keep planting magics now. I'm gonna keep going on these rants about these cops and shit in my neighborhood because, like, it is just so. It's so bad what they do. I'm upholding justice. I'm upholding law. Me too, sir. I am too. Me too. And my justice says that your justice is really crazy and you need to get yourself looked at. Your justice doesn't sound like justice. It sounds like a tyrant in power. That's what I should have said. I should have said this cop sounds like a tyrant. This bitch ass Jeffrey Dahmer looking haircut looks like a dyke. Haircut. My neighbor said that too. My neighbor came up to me and said that. He's like, "Did you have that dyke ass bitch come up to you and ask you questions?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I hate that dyke." And I'm like, "Jesus Christ." Whatever. I think it's funny. Ooh, clear. There. Let's get it planted. Magic. That's going to be a lot of XP. Kind. I say that, but then, like, I've only got, like, 3 magic trees planted, so that's probably only 3 levels. 1 level each, I'm thinking. What other areas is there? I gotta go look up the fucking special patches again. Alright, can't do that one. Alright, I did that one. I can't do that one because I don't have a spirit tree seed. I don't have another Calquat tree seed, do I? I don't have another Calquat, I'm pretty sure. Nope, just the fruit. papaya tree, apple tree, curry tree, banana tree, orange tree. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, did all those areas. That's for a bush. What kind of bushes do I got? What kind of bushes can I do? Poison ivy. I'm pretty sure I don't got enough poison ivy seeds. Whiteberry seeds. I got some whiteberry seeds. And that's all I really want to do for my farming. My farming is just mainly consisting of constantly swapping out the seeds of trees. Tree seeds. Let's go one more time to see if they're finally done now. I never added many last night. I forgot to add them. Damn. Aw, douchebag. I need those salts so I can light these fires. I'm pretty sure the trees are still, yeah, still growing. Okay. Oh, let's go check on that bird's nest. See if it finally got a cake. What else is there to do? I need to do meet and greet for that quest. What does that need? Stamina? Not really. Don't really need a stamina. We'll need to kill some dire wolves. Alright. 8,000 cooking experience. Not really needed. It is a task to get some XP, so guess I'll do it. Oh, I ran right past the windmill. Climb up ladder. Up. Up. Yay. Obtain a cake. What am I doing? Meet and greet. Talk to Fortis at the southeastern entrance of Sidus. Fort Sidus. Twilight Temple then. Oh, no, not Twilight Temple. This Grand Museum, maybe? No, it'd be the other one. Temple. Damn. Oh, yeah, it's way, okay, it's way over there. Give Ollie some stew. Do I got stew? I'm about to start just knocking out tasks like crazy. Planks. I got oak. I can build an oak larder. My construction is level 80, so I can technically do a lot of shit. What's a mahogany portal? Mahogany portal 65 construction. Okay, easy. Oh, the temple would have been closer. Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna go give Ollie some stew real quick. No, I'm not greedy. You hit the little kid, we'll sit here and fucking steal shit. That's hilarious. They're live for their Christmas 2024 live stream. A green D-hide shield, I never created that. Okay. Well, I don't have no green dragon hide, so that's probably why. Give me that 8's teleport again. Valor's Rising. There we go. Big pharma. I just wanted to kill them all. Guerrilla marketing. What do you do? What? Okay, cool. Complete, 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 complete. Complete a volcanic mine game on... That was funny. There's someone in the Discord who I thought had 2 different accounts, and he's like, "No, I didn't think it was 2. I thought it was 2 different people." And he was like, "No, that's my other account. Hold on, let me remove it." And then he removes it. So I changed. His other account was the one that was named. This one is his actual main one, apparently. And so I just like, okay. I'm gonna add him. Big Nut Kin Kin. I changed it, so I changed it to his. Oh, it's Big Nut Kin Kin. His other one was like Kenny Come and Come. Kenny Comes and Comes. And 4, 3. 5, 1. Smuggle some rum. Use the Ring of Koros to smuggle. Okay. So I just need to go back to... Okay, let me complete this quest out then I'm gonna... Oh, it just wanted me to go straight into the Coliseum. I'm silly. Whatever. Created Quetzalwitzel, so I need to do more hunter rumors. I need to work on my hunter anyways. I guess I need to do some more moons too, because it wants me to do blue moon armor or get a piece. Complete a portion of interest. Okay, I can do that. That's going to be Slayer XP that I don't really need. Complete 50 hunter rumors. Complete 30 speed task. Whew, it's getting comfortably warm in here again. It's going to make me fall asleep while I'm playing. Test kebab. Test my kebab. Complete the Faldor Elite Diary. We're already close to that.